Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Thanks for joining me. If you're in the group live now, don't know if that came right through, so I'm just going to say that again. Happy Sunday. Welcome to the group. If you are new to the group, welcome, welcome, welcome. Great to have you here. If you are jumping on live now, please say hi and where you're from. And yeah, let me know a little bit about you. And I'm just going to pause a little bit between, speaking to you today because we have a little bit of a delay when the comments come up, and I want to be able to grab them. So if you're catching the replay later on, because I know sometimes people like to have a sleep in on a Sunday morning, and that's totally fine because you need to do that self-care and recoup, which is great. So if you're catching the replay, say hi. And that you're catching the replay. Hello, Shannon. How are you going down there in Melbourne? Is it getting any better, or are you still like it's still horrible? I feel sorry for you guys. It just feels like a never-ending saga. So today's topic is all about journaling. Now, I know that most people in this group will have heard about journaling or do journaling themselves or have attempted to do journaling and go, yeah, nah, not for me, or how does this thing work? So I'm going to give you a few tips today on how to start and what the benefit is of journaling. But I actually wanted to share something with you. Oh, that's good, Shannon. Shannon's just saying hopefully some restrictions will be eased today. Fingers crossed for you guys. I wanted to share with you, and if you follow me and you're friends with me on my personal Facebook page, you will have known that I've had a couple of things that have happened through this very exciting move, which is awesome, and I'm very excited about our new place. But yeah, that could have potentially derailed me. I had an issue with someone backing into my car and basically blowing out the aircon and not leaving a note, so I've had to go and get that fixed. And then the issue with the bank. So yeah, a couple of things, and my dad being unwell and friends, parents passing away and things like that, that could have kind of derailed me. And I actually stopped in this moment, especially yesterday when I was so frustrated with the whole bank fraud thing, that I thought, okay, what do I tell my clients to do? Hey, Susie. And there are three things that I do. I'd say, okay, stop. Yes, I can feel that frustration. Yes, I'm allowed to feel that feeling, that emotion that I have, and that is totally normal. The other thing I could do, which is what old Sandra used to do, would be to bottle that frustration up inside me all day, and it would last for days and days and days. So I didn't do that. I had a conversation with myself and I said, okay, what can I do about this situation? What can I control? I did everything that I could possibly do about the situation. There's nothing else I can do now. So I answered that question for myself. What can I control? Have I done it? Yes. All right. Now, then I try and look at it, try and put a silver lining on it. So I guess my silver lining for that situation was that, I caught it early and it wasn't a lot of money that they took. All right. So you've got to ask yourself a couple of things, and these things help to pull you out of it. And it takes practice and it takes self-awareness, and you need to be able to be, I guess, monitoring yourself and what your feelings are. So the first thing is acknowledge your feelings about the situation. The second thing is ask yourself, what can I control? And have you done that? And the third thing is, what is a positive I can take out of this situation? Okay, and all of these steps help you to move on. And I really wanted to share that with you because it was a moment for me where I kind of went, yeah, excellent. I'm putting these things into place. that I teach other people for my own self. And it works, okay? Because normally old Sandra would stew on it for days and weeks, and that doesn't work because it affects everything in your life, okay? So I just wanted to share that little tip with you. So back to the topic of today, journaling. All right, so journaling can be whatever it needs to be for you. Now, there's a couple of ways you can do it. Some people like to journal about affirmations, okay? Some people like to journal intuitively, so whatever comes to them at that moment that they want to journal about. All right. Some people like to sit and ask a question. So, for example, you know, if they're needing an answer to a problem or a situation, or they're not sure what to do next or what the next step is to take, is to listening to that subconscious mind, okay, or higher power or universe or God or whatever it is for you, and ask the question, what do I need to do next? And sit with it and breathe with it and let the downloads come from your subconscious mind. Now, this takes time. It takes practice. It's not something that's going to happen straight away. For some people, it will if they're really in tune with their subconscious mind. But it's a practice that can really help you. The other thing that people use journaling for is to manifest things. So, and it doesn't matter which way you do it, but the key thing is that when you're journaling, it's not about it just being robotic and just writing, you know, I am enough, I am special, I am able to complete the goals that I assign myself, whatever it is, right? The big thing is that you need to feel into everything that you write, okay? It has to become connected and a part of you. And the other thing is you need to be able to get behind it. So, did you hear that? I hope you didn't hear that. That's my daughter screaming out, someone come and wipe my butt. Don't you love it? Mum's working from home. I hope that made you laugh. So what was I saying? I was saying about you know, you need to feel it and you need to get behind it. What do I mean by that? Okay, when you set yourself a goal, it has to be a goal that you believe you can achieve. So, for example, if you start writing something like, I am going to be a millionaire by December 2020, and you know in your subconscious and deep down that that is just ridiculous because it's, I mean, it could, but really far away from it. You don't believe it. You can't get behind it. So you could write something like, I am working towards my first 500K year, or I am working towards my first 10,000 a K month in my business. All right. And what that does is you go, yeah, I think I can do that. I think I can achieve that. I can get behind that. I believe that. And the powerful part of this is that when you keep writing this on a daily basis, and writing is good. Yes, you can listen. Yes, you can read. But writing is actually even more powerful because when you put it down on paper, it's real. And you do it on a daily basis. The subconscious mind doesn't know what's reality or not reality. And the more that we feed it the reality that we want it to believe, the better and the more chance we have of manifesting what we're journaling about. Does anyone have any questions about that or any comments about what I've said so far, or any struggles that they might be having when they're journaling at the moment? Now, I know I say you should do this daily, and sometimes I don't do it daily, but I do try and do it at least every second day because it's really important. But I definitely do my gratitudes every day, which is part of my journaling. I also journal about what I want to let go of and release, and what my intentions are as well. Okay. All right, no questions are coming up in the chat at this point in time, but I'll just kind of hang back. So I just want to recap. All right, so journaling tip number 1. Try and make this a daily, if not every second day practice. Journaling tip number 2. You need to feel into whatever you're writing about. Okay? And number 3, you need to be able to believe and get behind it so you can train your subconscious mind to believe it. Okay? Because if you can't get behind it, it's just not going to happen. All right? Really important. Now, if you're very new to journaling or it's something that you haven't done before, just start off slowly. Just start off what does Mel Robbins calls it, a brain dump. Okay, so you just dump everything out. It's a great way to stress relief. If you've got a lot of stuff going on in your head, get it all out on paper. Okay. All right. Well, they're my tips for today. I hope that you have got something out of that. Please comment below if you do. And even come back and try it for the next week and come back and let me know how it's gone for you, if it's made a difference for you, and what's happening around journaling. All right, so next week we are talking about the imposter syndrome. All right, that little voice in our head. And I know one of my beautiful friends, Sophie, she likes to call it the itty bitty shitty committee, and I love that. It's that little devil on your shoulder, or the little lizard on your shoulder, as I've heard it mentioned before, that talks to you constantly and says, you can't do this. Who are you kidding? So next week we're talking about that. So please join me 10 o'clock next week, and have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Love to you all. Best of luck, Shannon. I really hope those restrictions ease today for you. And I will chat to you all next week. Bye.